Red. All he saw was red. It was supposed to be a good day. Everything was going well. They had a school trip. They woke up early, got ready, had a chaotic fun-filled trip to where. Then why? Why was he seeing his girlfriend in this messed up state? Why? One, Jungkook's girlfriend was against the wall, her lip bleeding, her eyes dizzy from pain, and her sleeve was torn. There was a guy against her. It was him. Did he hurt her? Was he responsible for this? It messed up Jungkook's every last sense of control. Just 2 hours ago, they were dancing around the bonfire. They were the main couple of the class and received a lot of support. They were pushed to the center. Jungkook pulled Wine against him as they danced to Latin music while laughing happily. Wine, be careful there, my love. You might lose like this. She teased as he kept staring at her. JK, I lost the day I got you. The class hooted loudly. Wine, even with her bold and confident smile, couldn't hide the blush creeping up her cheeks. She grabbed his cheek, suddenly taking him aback. Then she pecked his lips, winked, and then left with a hair flip. The girls cheered, welcoming her proudly, and the boys teased him for losing because, man, nearly fell to his knees. Regardless of the number of times he had kissed Wine, it still made his knees and his heart give up on him every time. Jay, okay, Jungkook is doing the dishes for losing. The boys had collectively betrayed him, and the girls cheered happily. Mina, I'll bring them all. Make sure you leave not a single one behind. He groaned, then he looked at Wine, her face glowing standing near the fire, a bright smile on her lips, and ease and protection she felt with everyone around her. And now, all of it was gone. It was just blood, fear, and pain. After doing the dishes, Jungkook kissed her goodnight. Wine went to the girls' camp, and Jungkook went to the boys' camp. The girls did their skincare, gossiped about their boyfriends and boys. Well, they just threw their clothes away and fought, and then slept. Or so Jungkook thought, unless he was unable to get in touch with Won. She never slept without exchanging a good night on text with him. He wondered if she was busy or if she slept already, but since they were at an unfamiliar place, he wanted to make sure. So he had sneaked out of the camp, and before he reached her camp, he saw the sight he was seeing now. The wheels in Jungkook's head turned as he marched ahead, grabbed the guy's head, and pulled him away from Won. Jungkook slammed the guy's head against the wall so hard it started to bleed. All of his senses were blocked, focusing on one thing. She was hurt. His Won was hurt. She was touched and then inflicted abuse upon. Jungkook slammed the guy against the wall again and threw him at the side. Then he quickly attended Won. JK, look at me, Won. His hand was shaking, nearly afraid of touching her. Wine, I wanted to see you. Then he forced me here. When her voice squeaked, his hands trembled with anger. He was like a ticking bomb ready to blow any moment. Jungkook, Jae, Mark, come out. He carried wine gently in his arms. The students, girls and boys included, started to pour out of their cabs, equally confused. Since Jungkook, their happy boy, sounded so demonic and angry in that moment. He walked up to them with wine in his arms. The girls gasped. JK, bring that bastard over. Don't let him leave. No one asked him a question. The boys only did as he said, like brothers pulling up to help. Jungkook took wine to the girls, putting her down gently on the warm comforters. She held Jungkook so tightly, not ready to let him move. He knelt beside her. JK, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. He took her in his warm embrace. Wine stayed quiet the whole time. The girls immediately brought her first aid and treated her bleeding lip and injured fingertips, probably due to pushing that monster off her. Jake looked behind once, and the boys had secured whoever the car was onto the ground under their feet. Such beast-like move was not acceptable to anyone here. But no one said a word, not when Jungkook looked like he was about to murder him. Wine, I know him, she whispered, and Jungkook immediately looked down. Jake, what? Wine, I've seen him before, a few times near the school, and once he even messaged me. One, I thought he's just there to pick up someone else. I never really focused on him, and that message on social media I thought it was a random like many more. Jacob grit his teeth. Why did he not know this? Where was he when this was happening? Jungkook picked her up again, took her inside the girls' camp. Jacob, please stay with her for a while. He requested. He didn't have to. They would stay with her, nevertheless. Once all the girls were inside, he stepped out. JK, now you better start talking. He cracked his muscles as he took strides towards the guy on the ground. His each step sounded nothing less than a Green Reaper walking up to his target. Once Jungkook approached him, he knelt, grabbed the man's hair, and pulled his head back. JK, I won't ask twice. He asked and slammed his head against the ground. The man groaned. He was trembling in fear, nearly peeing his pants. He didn't take a second before he spilled everything. Apparently, he had been following Vaughn for some time now. He saw her once in front of the school and started to visit it often just to get a glimpse of her. He took photos of her as well, secretly. Found her social media ID through the photos he clicked and texted her, but when Vine ignored him, his ego couldn't take it. The trip happened right after 2 days after the incident. He wasn't in senses. He wanted Vine to acknowledge his presence, so he came here. The whole time Wine was surrounded by people and especially Jungkook. Once she was finally alone, he immediately launched on her. His hands trembled with excitement, eyes wide, as he forced her to look at him and drew her into the corner. He was so happy to see her, then why? Why was she not happy to see him? Why did she want to run away from him? Why was she pushing him away? He waited so much to meet her. He lost his mind and ended up hurting her. His name was Sehun. Jungkook gripped his own jaw and let out a chuckle. If Sehun thought he was a psychopath, then he was wrong. JK, how truly manly of you. You got her attention. Congrats. Sehun stuttered. Please, I didn't mean. JK, didn't mean? Jungkook's hand shot to his throat, squeezing until Sehun's words broke into gasps. JK, you planned this. You waited for her to be alone. You wanted her scared. Don't you dare say you didn't mean it. Are we not stopping him? JK heard someone whisper to another. No one was stopping him tonight. Absolutely no one. Sehun scratched weakly at Jungkook's wrist, panic in his eyes. The boys standing around swallowed hard. Mina, who just came outside against the girls' protest, covered her mouth in horror, watching Jungkook like she never had seen him before. Jungkook's grip loosened just enough to let Sehun breathe, but only so he could continue. He grabbed a rope from the ground and pressed it against Sehun's cheek, the sharp edge cutting into his skin. Jungkook, stop! He immediately lunged forward. What was this guy planning? To be a murderer? The other guy stepped in too. JK, stay back. I won't kill him. Jay stopped, yet his eyes wide in horror. JK, you scared her, so I'll scar you. Every time you look into the mirror, you'll remember what happens when you think of her. Sion screamed when Jungkook dragged the rock down, leaving a burning gash across his cheek. Sehun's horrified, painful cry echoed through the woods, but no one ever moved to stop it. Jungkook stood up slowly, his chest heaving, blood staining his hands. He looked down at Sehun, broken and whimpering in his dirt. JK, if I ever see you within a mile of her again, I won't stop at your feet. I'll bury you so deep the worms will pity you. Jungkook wiped his bloody hands on his shirt. Then he turned around and saw Wine. In a heartbeat, his entire being shifted. He strode over to her, cupping her face with those same hands that he just destroyed someone. His voice cracked for the first time that night. JK, does it hurt? Tell me where. She looked better now, out of shock, and she was not trembling anymore, out of fear anymore. While everyone realized Jungkook was not just their golden boy who would laugh and crack jokes. They were just high schoolers. A high schooler shouldn't be capable of such act. He terrified them, yet they knew better to never let anyone mess with mine. Jungkook might have to face the teachers in the morning, but he didn't look least bit afraid. And Wine, she only sighed, as if she knew so well to what extents he could go to, just to keep her safe, and God help anyone who ever tried to take Wine away from him.